Hello.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to
Hi.
M&M Connections. I am Margaret Phillips, and
I am Melanie Thompson. How are you guys? Oh, it is such a pleasure to be here with you all. And we are thanking you all in advance for being so patient with us as we navigate technology to bring you messages from spirit.
so
Yeah.
we decided to make this show. We're calling it M&M Connections because of Mel and Margaret, and because we are trying to connect you with your higher self, connect you with spirit, connect you with your guides, and connect you with some healing. So we are going to do some stuff. We have some upcoming events going on that we'd like to tell you about. Mel hopefully has that list able to come up.
It's coming up. It's coming. Yes, there's so much going on in Pennsylvania, all over the nation. But because we are in Pennsylvania, we are focusing on events here, and so and specifically events where you can see Margaret and myself. So on November 20th, it is Spirit and Splatter at a flick of the wrist in Broomhall, Pennsylvania. There is still time to make an appointment with me and Margaret. So be sure to check out a flick of the wrist on Facebook, Instagram to sign up and book a reading with Mel or Margaret.
I'm going to interrupt
Additionally,
you for 1 second there, Mel. Also, that night we will have Lena Chiro, who will be with us. She is an animal communicator. So you guys reach out to Mel or I to schedule an appointment. If you'd like to schedule an appointment with Lena, you can also reach out to me. We can get you on her schedule. Yes, you can. You can be creative, make an art project, get a psychic reading for yourself, and get some insight for what the heck is this pet doing now. So, come and have some fun and come and get lots of answers to your questions, get some guidance, and get some peace before the craziness of the holidays start.
yeah, Lena is an absolute amazing pet animal communicator and human communicator. If you if you weren't sure, you need to come check her out so you can be sure and then tell others about it. And one of our most prolific events is the Awaken Expo, which is November 9th and 10th, not this weekend, but the following weekend at the Plymouth Meeting Mall in Plymouth Meeting, Pennsylvania. The whole center portion of Plymouth Meeting Mall will be filled with readers, healers, vendors, yours truly, Mel and Margaret. And in the shop, the Awaken Center for Human Evolution shop, there will be free workshops all day long, all weekend long. So you can check out the website awakenexpo.org to learn more about it. And please look for Spirit and Splatter in your Facebook events.
Okay. Also, Mel, were you planning on mentioning the X House?
No, I wasn't, because it's next week on Wednesday,
Well,
November
just
6th.
to let people know where we'll be. So next week, Wednesday on November 6th, Mel and I will be at the Delco Axe House doing psychic readings. We will be there from 6 to 8, I believe it is. And we, unfortunately, we are all booked up for that. But, if you still want a psychic reading, you can contact Mel or I. Yeah, I say unfortunately, because we can't fit anybody else in. Hey there, glad you guys could join us tonight. But so if you didn't make it there, if you don't have your appointment for the 6th, come on down to Spirit and Splatter on the 20th or contact Mel or I personally. We can set you up for an in-person reading or a private reading by phone or Zoom as well.
So, without further ado, we want to move into our show, and this is Mindful Message Card Pull. So, every week we're going to pull a card, and it's going to reveal to you a message that you can focus upon for the day, for the evening, for the hour, for the week, or for the rest of your life. And that is Margaret's forte. So, you're in luck because you will get input from the both of us, and we have Margaret with Mindful Messages.
Okay. So, ooh, I love this. Is one of my favorite cards. So today's card is the casting spells card. And it says under here, it says the words I speak and the stories I tell are like spells. What I say and what I believe, I attract more of. So I shift my story from lack to abundance, from victim to empowered, and from complaint to gratitude. Now, when I speak to others through my words, I am casting beautiful spells. And that's
Mhm.
really awesome because our words are powerful. For those of you who don't know, you may have seen it in my group or on my page. Ironically enough, there was a blog post today on the Awaken blog that I wrote about your words being powerful. And, whether it be whether you call them spells, whether you call them prayers, whether you call them intentions, whether you call them affirmations, it doesn't matter because the universe works with our energy and what we intend and what we focus on. So as we focus on the good stuff, we get more good stuff multiplied and put back into our lives. Mel, do you have anything you wanted to add to that?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, many of you know me already, and you know that I believe fervently that words are magic. So the question is, how are you talking about yourself? How are you talking to yourself? How are you talking about the people around you? If you're finding discomfort, if you are finding confusion, ask yourself, what are you saying? And then flip the script. Sometimes it's important to go to an extreme. Be extremely kind and loving to yourself. Gas yourself up if you have to. So then eventually you will fall into the middle of giving yourself comments, accolades that are right sized. And that should help change our mindsets. Don't you think, Margaret?
I think so. You know what else I think, Mel? I think now that that part's over, we do have a couple of people here live. I think we should do a live reading for somebody. So
I
if you
think we
guys
should
are
do it.
live, you're watching us
Yes.
now, type a message in the chat so we can give you a reading.
Yes, yes, yes. And here we go. Here is the instructions. Please type a message in the chat box. I see a few people here, and we want to honor your anonymity per se, but I will say hi to Meg, I will say hi to Dee, and I will say hi to the host. That's me. All right. So we have a question. We're not going to show it on screen. So all right. So someone has been really fixated on a person. They've traveled together and they like them, but they're actually married. And they're, so they're married. Or maybe should I just read it straight, Margaret?
Yes, read it straight,
Okay.
please.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to be like, whatever. I'm going to read this question straight. Hi, and this is for you, Margaret. I've been really fixated on this person. We have traveled together and I really like her. She's married and I think straight. I'm also friendly with her husband and appreciate him quite a bit. But I need to know if this is in my head or if she felt something too. I typically don't ever get crushes on straight people, so I feel like maybe I felt something. I don't know. Help. Did I misinterpret energy or was it put out there whether anything besides friendship would come out of it or now? I'm embarrassed. Yeah, so, and these thoughts are obtrusive, apparently. So, Margaret,
Okay,
what's
so
Spirit asking you?
okay, I
Telling
was gonna
you.
say, so first of all, first thing I have to tell you is, before I even tell you about the cards I was reading and pulling your energy in while Mel was reading your question, first of all, I want to say, no embarrassing about having thoughts about how you feel about somebody. I don't care if they're straight, not straight, anywhere in between, whatever you want to call it. How you feel is how you feel. As long as you are not being violent or aggressive to somebody, don't be like embarrassed by your thoughts. We all have feelings, and you know what? Different things bring different things up for different people. We are allowed to feel what we feel as long as we're not harming anybody. It doesn't sound like you've done anything, you didn't rent a blimp for the Super Bowl and profess your undying love, so you're okay. Nothing to be embarrassed about here. Allow yourself to feel that. And, sometimes we need to have a conversation with somebody when we have some feelings, sometimes not. And, your situation is very tricky. However, very first thing that come up is this card is the religious factors card. And this is what I'm feeling is not only like religion, spiritual. I think your friend is still trying to find herself. I do not think that you were picking up on any kind of mistaken energy. I do think there is some undertones there. But she's not sure. Your friend's not sure what she's feeling. Your friend doesn't know how to open any of this up. She doesn't know how to explore any of this. And right now, I hate to say it, but you're going to have to be patient because she's kind of got to make herself okay with these new feelings she's dealing with before she's ready to deal with anybody coming at her with feelings, whether it be you or anybody else. Because, the marriage does make it complicated. Those are some red flags that you want to be careful of, as you don't want to push so hard because she's just learning what she's attracted to. We all have different experiences in our life when we learn what we're attracted to. And sometimes, like, if that doesn't fall in the quote unquote norm, it can take a little bit more to get used to. And some people just have to like get used to being able to feel their feelings, whatever they are and whoever they may be for. Um, so I would just, again, no embarrassment allowed. And allow yourself to just, be who you are. I know, it can be a little hard with you guys being such good friends, but just kind of try to, as much as you can, compartmentalize your feelings for now. And then just let her, again, settle out what she needs to settle out with how she's feeling. Mel, do you have anything you want to add to that?
Yes, so I drew a couple cards and
Awesome.
I pulled up Sacred Space. So, what that tells me is that this great love, these great loving feelings are coming to you because they want you to understand that you have a very large capacity for more love. So the real question is how are you using this sacred gift of love towards yourself? Are you giving yourself spa days? Are you giving yourself enough rest, enough water? Are you being loving and kind to the people, the animals, the rocks all around you? When oftentimes when we are approached with feelings of love for a person, it is because we are missing a love in our life. And so it may not, that person, it turns into more of a archetype or a metaphor for the love that we are really truly deserving. And the other card I drew was past life. So
Mhm.
this isn't just happening now. This is because you're hysterical, it is historical. So we're here to let you know that this theme, this love loss, is not something that is just running around in your mind wantonly. It is an energetic pattern that is showing up because it's time for transmutation. This can come in a number of different forms and a number of different ways to kind of understand how this operated in your past life. But what I want you to know is that you can do it. You can do it because you've got a team behind you and everybody is rooting for you. Not that you claim your prize, but that you step into your birthright of a loving existence. So that's all I have with it. And mind you all, please, please, please know that you can reach out to Margaret or myself for private sessions where we can go deeper, pull some past life cards or pull some more cards to help give you more specific guidance as to what to do, where to go, and how to change your future. So thank you so much for that question. Hi, guys. I see a couple people online. Hello. Um, if you guys are online on the platforms, you can probably see the comments, but I'm not going to say their names until I learn the protocol. But I want to say that you are seen and you are valued, and I'm dying to hear from you. So please send Margaret or myself a question in the chat box, and we will move right along.
Yeah, we have a few minutes here. We planned on this being like a half-hour show every Monday, 7 o'clock. So, please join us. We plan on, making this available for people to get answers, get some questions answered, hopefully get some clarity in their life, get some healing in their life. So if you guys have any questions, now's the time.
So while you
So
guys are writing your questions, let me tell you a little bit about my friend Margaret. So many of you know that I have now separated from my husband, and I was in love. I am in love with this guy who's a friend of mine. Do you know that Margaret told me that he and I had been together for 7 lifetimes? This is why I love working with Margaret, because she manages to grab this information from the ether to help enrich our lives, enrich my life, greatly actually. And so not only did she find out that we were together for 7 lifetimes, but Margaret also has a set of affirmations for me to say every day so I can put love in its proper place and experience more joy, more freedom, and happiness as a result of the loving feelings I have for this person. To be honest, I kind of still love him, but hey, I'm a loving person, so I can share my love all over the place. So I'm not
There you go.
fixated on that one person anymore.
There you go. And Mel is awesome. If Mel is great. She's a great reader. I don't ask many readers to read me. I'm a very difficult person to read. Mel is one of the few readers that I'm honored to not only have read me, but I'm honored to allow to read me and kind of get into my space. Um, so she is awesome, and I trust her very much. So make sure you reach out to Mel. And it looks like we have another question. Should I continue pursuing my dream of living somewhere, an environment that keeps me productive? So my is our question. So Mel and I are shuffling. I don't know. You can kind of see. There you go. I was going to say, you can see Mel shuffling cards. In case you can't see me, I'm
Yeah.
shuffling cards too. And we're connecting. We use the cards to kind of connect with your energies to get answers to your questions, kind of just to pull that energy in a little more.
So, should I continue pursuing my dream of living somewhere in an environment that keeps me productive? And right off the bat, they're saying, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you pursue this dream? We haven't brought you to this planet, to in this existence, in this moment, to not pay heed to your dreams. Now, one thing we want you to know is that you have to let go of the hows, the whys, the whens, and wherefores. When, because of the first card that we drew today, the words, the how words are magic. When you have made the decision that yes, you are going to be in an environment that is productive and makes you feel good, then that is how you have to speak about it, that you are already there, that it is beautiful and it is waiting for you. And so moving right along, I'm going to pull a card here, and it says easy does it. They're saying that right here, they're saying, hey babe, it's already done. The reason why you have been having dreams is because this is for you. The reason why you've been feeling this pull is because this is for you and you alone. So take it easy. Instead of wondering about how you're going to get there and what it's going to look like, why don't you try imagining what it's going to look like and how you're going to feel? When we focus on the emotions surrounding our manifestations, that is when we bring our manifestations closer to us. So, this is also an opportunity for you to notice any fear, doubts, or trepidation surrounding this new endeavor. Be honest. Tell spirit honestly and frankly about your fears, and then ask them to remove them. And know without a shadow of a doubt that you are totally guided, you are totally protected, and everything that is coming to you is certainly for you, especially when it brings you love and light. Margaret, you got any insight?
I do. And first of all, I want to say I totally agree with Mel. When the law of attraction says what we focus on is what we're going to get, and that's what Mel talked about, is how you can pull that law of attraction in. So, real quick, Dee, I want to let you know we see your comments. Unfortunately, technology stinks a lot of times. You can always send, you can private message me if you don't feel like typing it again with your question. And then, because we do have about 10 minutes left, so we'll see time wise. If we don't get to you tonight, there, do you just private message me? So, yes. But anyway, sorry. Back to the other one. I just, didn't want her getting crazy there and like being trying to figure out if she's frozen or not frozen. But yes, so we're going to use the law of attraction. You're going to pull in what you're supposed to. And, you mentioned, should you stay in an environment somewhere that keeps you productive? Absolutely. We have to be productive. That doesn't mean we need to run ourselves ragged and be 24/7. This is Serena. Teresa. I got Serena here came up too. But Teresa is the angel who works with self-care. So yes, you have to be productive. We're not all supposed to be sitting here like bumps on logs. We are meant to do things. We have things we have to do. We have work we have to do. We have people we have to help. Whether you are considering yourself a light worker or not, I guarantee you there's somebody in this world you are supposed to help. There are many people you are supposed to help before your time to pass comes. But so take care of yourself, allow yourself to be in that productive environment, but set yourself up with a schedule, set yourself up with boundaries. When it's work time, it's work time. When it's playtime, it's playtime. Another card that came up is Archangel Gabriel. And Gabriel says you have to watch your communication skills. A lot of people struggle with defining that line between being assertive and, excuse my language, being a bitch. So, allow that assertiveness to come through. There is such a thing as being assertive without being a bitch. It can happen. It can be done. It is a good thing. And it's great for keeping your boundaries in. And when we put these boundaries in place, we actually become healthier. And, I have the best news for you ever. Like I already, mentioned her name once. Sabrina came up for you. So as you stay into this productive mode, that is going to tell you that, things are coming. Serena is the angel of abundance. And what I see for her, and she brings different things to different people. Abundance, 99% of the population hears abundance, they think money. Yes, Serena will bring you money. However, as you work and stay productive. However, what I see for you is I see a tremendous amount of peace coming on your horizon as you stay in a productive solution. I see a tremendous amount of you it feels like, and I see a difference in you, and I see you kind of just, we all kind of take that deep breath and we have that moment where our physical body changes from just releasing all that. And I see you just constantly walking around like in that energy. And it feels like within 8 months after your move, that energy will come through. So I would kind of be careful. I would, again, watch your boundaries, take care of yourself, but stay productive. Make sure you're taking at least 1 or 2 days a week to have a do nothing day where you take care of yourself. You do the bare minimals, you get dressed, you do some dishes, you make some food, but then you move on. You don't overplan your life. So we have a couple minutes left. Dee is going to send me a message, and then Dee, in your message, just let me know if you're okay. I'll CC Mel on it, and then she can share some advice with you too. Does that work for you, Mel?
Yeah, or you can just read the question.
Right, well, it looks like we got part of a question.
Oh, I thought she was going to private message you. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I don't know. She's private messaging me on Facebook. I can't see it through the private message.
Technology. Oh
but
my goodness.
When we're done the live stream.
Let's see if I can tap into D. And then we have another friend over here. Hello, darling. Please put your message in the chat box, and Margaret or Mel will definitely get to you as soon as we can. Before our time is up. And so for D, I'm just tapping into you, and I got Cordelia. Go outside. There's a part of you that needs to take a break, get outside, get some fresh perspective, just take a deep breath and realize what truly, truly matters. Is it the stuff that is running circles in your mind, or is it really just living in the moment? Enjoying the weather, enjoying the colors, enjoying the wind on your face. That is most important. Everything else is just are just details that are none of your business. Because the fact of the matter is that when it arrives to you in that moment, you're going to have to do what you got to do. But until that moment arrives, you're free to do whatever the hell you want to do. And then here we go. We have golden opportunity. So whatever is running through your mind and it's like causing a ruckus, put it aside because you need to have your eyes and ears open for a golden opportunity. Opportunities are coming. Thank you so much, Dee, for for at least sharing your energy with us, because that's really, really important. And I hope what I've told you has been very helpful. Margaret, we do have another question. Someone wants to
I'm
know what.
actually, while you were finishing there,
Oh,
since I already, told Dee she could private
oh,
message me, I figured I'd look in, and I've already started pulling some cards. And I believe that says Deb. The name, I can read the questions good. It's just the names are a little difficult sometimes, depending on their profile picture to make out.
I don't
So,
think we need to say their names yet until we learn
oh,
the
okay.
protocols of that, so each one knows.
Okay, so the question is, what can I do to increase my business clients? So there's a few things coming up. First card that came up, this is Adriana, and she says, I'm leading you in the answer to your prayers. So, first things first, remember to check in with spirit. Let spirit lead you, let spirit guide you. Sometimes we get what's called a personal block and we can't always tell, because we get excited about an opportunity and we're not sure if it's good or bad. Check in with spirit. Try to not let the excitement of a possible opportunity push spirit out so far that you can't get help. um the other thing I want you to know is, some really good cards came up. This is Serafina, and she is the change in families angel, and she is coming to let you know that, as you increase your client base, things are going to change. Your family dynamics are going to change. That can look really weird and really different for a lot of people, especially entrepreneurs. Our family dynamics are all over the board sometimes, as far as when we're working, when we're doing family time, you know. But allow yourself to keep some boundaries, keep some limits. Apparently, boundaries is a resetting theme for tonight, guys. For those of you watching, yes, we are answering specific questions, but some of you might be back sitting there thinking, should I be working on boundaries too? Absolutely. We all need to be working on boundaries, right, Mel?
Yeah.
So, as you listen to spirit, you will learn how to increase some business clients. The other card that came up for you is Archangel Uriel, and he says, I'm working with you, helping your emotions. So this tells me you need to be careful with what you're doing. You need to be careful. Again, check in with spirit. Take that step back. Don't jump into the excitement too much. Also, what I'm hearing is when paperwork, technology, the nasty stuff of the business part of it starts kicking in, take some deep breaths, put some calm meditative music in the background before you start all that mess to kind of help keep your emotions in check, because we all deal with frustrating situations with technology trying to figure all this stuff out. It can get very frustrating very easily. Uriel says he's here to help you kind of balance your emotions with that. Mel, what do you get?
Well, I pulled the art and guardian. And so the thing that I felt the most is that the business growth is awesome, but it comes in stages. And right now, your stage is about creating and then also not protecting per se, but being mindful of what your heart, your mind, your body is saying to you and tending to those things first. Because when you tend to the source of your business, when you tend to the fuel of your business, make sure that is running at tip top shape, then your business is going to grow as a result of your health, your wellness, your soundness of mind, heart, and spirit. And creating is definitely something that helps create a space inside of you that feels confident, that feels productive, that makes you feel like you want to work. And so they're saying, first things first, work on your foundation, yourself, and your creative offerings. And don't worry about it, baby, because all the business is going to trickle down because you're going to actually have some really great things to offer, but you got to give it to yourself first. Yeah, that's it. And Margaret, it's 7:30. I think this is too
Yeah,
short. We need to do a 45-minute show. But
uh,
all in due
well, maybe in the
time,
future, not tonight.
all in due time, all in due time. So let me pull up some Let me pull up some stuff for you guys to see. Alrighty
Yeah.
then. So again, we have two events coming up. November 20th, Spirit and Splatter with Lena Chero, animal communicator, Margaret Phillips, and me, Melanie Thompson, at the Flick of the Wrist. At Flick of the Wrist, it is a painting and what else is it? It's a painting
Painting and psychic night.
and psychic night. Yes, we
And
do.
the painting, I don't know if any of y'all have seen it all over social media. We've been plastering it. The painting is an awesome yin yang with a moon and sun. So it's just amazing.
Yes, it is. It's going to be very exciting. I'm just trying to find the right format here, guys. Okay, there we go.
There
This is
we go.
perfect. So, so check that out. We do really appreciate reservations. So we know ahead of time who we're reading. So look on the Facebook for the event and sign up today. Readings
Yes.
will be
And you guys,
$30 and the painting will be $20.
yes. And you guys can always send us a message too to schedule your appointments. That event, the Splatter and Spirit and Splatter, is limited to 25 people. So, we already have some appointments booked. Like Mel said, send us a message so we can get you in on the calendar.
It's going to be a wild and crazy time. Also, November 9th and 10th, the Awaken Expo at the Plymouth Meeting Mall. Free workshops at the Awaken Center for Human Evolution and vendors, healers, readers galore in the center of the mall. It is such a magnificent event. Just come down for the vibes. My rule is if my chair is empty, I'm doing a reading. You can contact Margaret if you'd like to book an appointment with her. So that is it for our events. Anything else we should know, Margaret?
No, I think that pretty much covers it. Just, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube if you're not already following us, guys, so you can see where we're going to be. You can always contact us for private readings. And thank you again. Yes, Mel's trying to put a QR code up there. There should be a QR code up on your screen too.
I'm
If
working
you
on
got
it.
a reading tonight, or if you, just got some information and, something hit home, resonated with you, and you guys want to donate to us, we sure do appreciate the donations to help keep our lights on. So there's the QR code there. And thank you very much. We'll see you guys again next week at 7 o'clock on Monday.
Yes, thank you so much. Bye, guys.